The Lord doesn't want you to be fake with Him like you are in the world. The Lord doesn't want you to wear the mask anymore. What's the point? No, you can't hide anyway. You know what you're feeling. What's the point? Go ahead and cry anyway. You know.
Hey kings, hey queens, royal priesthood. Happy Saturday to you. Today is a lovely day. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Now, I know you see the title. You see those 8s in there equaling abundance, equaling Jesus Christ. And man, this dream that I had last night is amazing for me and for you. If this video is for you, God bless you. If you're not in alignment with this video yet, it's never too late. You can always get in alignment with Christ. You know, He's always ready, available, ready to hear from you and ready to give you grace, mercies. So let's get into the video. All right, family. So in this dream that I had last night, it was a large pool. But the pool wasn't filled with water. It was filled with a Haitian dish called bouillon. A large pool of bouillon. Bouillon is like a soup, vegetable soup with contains plantains, dumplings, carrots, potatoes, sometimes yuca. You can add all types of veggies in there. Sometimes you want to add beef. I've never seen bouillon made with any chicken or anything, but you can add the meat of your choice. It's very filling. When someone is sick, you use bouillon to get them back to health again. We're getting there, guys. When it's feeling weak, that is the food of choice in the Haitian community. They usually give you bouillon if you can take something down. And that's just one of the go-tos for health. It has so many different health benefits, being that it's filled with so many nutrients, so many like greens, and it has that strong broth in there. It's very delicious. Now, with everything, there's a negative and a positive. In the Haitian community, there's also a negative connotation when someone says, oh, that's a whole bouillon, like, because there's so many different things you put in there. It can be a negative connotation to it where, say like a love triangle, or a love, like, he's sleeping with her and she's sleeping with his daddy and his daddy sleeping with her cousin. That's like a bouillon, like. Yes, so that can be the negative connotation towards bouillon. With every negative, we know there's a positive. With every positive, we know there's a negative. So in the dream, it was significant. You know, the Lord always lets something stand out to you so you can get that revelation. And so you won't be in confusion, because confusion does not come from the Lord. I tasted the bouillon that I was making, and it tasted very good. And I heard the words well seasoned. So it was well seasoned. All of the ingredients were in there and it tasted good. So that I know the negative connotation towards bouillon in the Haitian community, that's not what the bouillon was about. So putting that aside, let me go ahead and explain what I got from this dream. All right, so Holy Spirit, help me articulate this as beautifully as the Lord gave it to me. We know we can never do anything on our own. So every night, mostly at night, this is when I can thoroughly pray for you. I pray for you guys every day, but at night is when I can thoroughly pray for you guys, myself, cover every single one. Pray for the ministry that I am doing at this time, and asking God for direction and what is to come. And the dream about the bouillon, the Lord led me to see that being that bouillon is used to give force, this ministry will be able to strengthen others, to be able to get people back to themselves. It will have so many different benefits and so many different parts of the ministry. We know that, okay, so yesterday, let me go ahead and get this part as well. I went to Publix to buy something, and I was paying cash and card because I wanted to get the cash out of my hands so I can only have my card. So I paid the cash amount, whatever amount I had in my purse. At first, the price was $19.99. So that's the $9.99. That is finality. That is ending. Something is ending. That is a one door closing so another one can open. And then after, when it was time to swipe my card, the price was $8.88 left to swipe my card. So $9.99, something is ending, $8.88, new beginnings. I believe that was just perfect for the Lord to let it go from $9.99, something is ending, $8.88, something is beginning. Because I'll be telling the Lord, like, you need to make it plain, real plain for me to get it. And he's been listening to you, girl. So yes, something beautiful is beginning. Sorry guys, we're getting attacked in this eye. But anyway, let's continue. Yeah, so he's been listening to me. And, bouillon is a food of substance. Like, it holds you. So a lot of times when you have gas too in your stomach from like lack of eating or malnourishment, to push all that gas down, to push it out, they use something heavy. So bouillon can be heavy, a food of substance. It's not fluff. And so the Lord is showing me that this is your season to be abundant. This is your season which in every area of your life you will flourish. This is the season where, and it will be well seasoned. This ministry will be able to heal people, your ministries, and whatever God has you to do will be healing people, whether from physical sickness, spiritual sickness, bondage. You will get people back to their natural selves, which is bringing people out of bondage. So God has something great for you to do, and I just thank the Lord for using that. That's a cool way to show abundance to me. And in this time, like, I was in this job, I wasn't making enough, and the Lord had told me to leave that place. And so in leaving that, not yet securing the next one, as we do, we like to before I let go of this branch, let me go ahead. So I had to pray through that before I was able to do that as well, because, sometimes we can feel like we're doing crazy faith, but it's not really what God has called you to do. And a lot of times, things that don't make sense, he is calling you to do, like letting go of something before you get the next thing. And that is faith. And that's how you please God. We please God through our faith, through our trusting him wholeheartedly. God was really just showing me, yes, you can let it go. Confirming his word. And then as I test the spirit to know, is this from God? Is this the enemy trying to, seem like something? But God, that's what I'm saying, God will always confirm his word to you guys, so you don't have to worry about it. And a lot of other events after that, me setting up like 3 or 4 jobs to see how which ones I wanted to do. They presented themselves to me, and I already had 3 of them lined up, and the 4th interview. And I felt like, when something goes wrong, let's make sure not to say, oh, the enemy is just no. God can shut all that down. No, this is your time to do ministry. said you wanted to do full-time ministry, you're gonna do it my way. You know, we like to think practical. And I'm not sure, I believe it is Paul that says, like, it is my right to ask you to bless this ministry or whatever, but to not taint the ministry, so you don't feel like I'm doing it for that. That's why I work, and I want to build the ministry that way off of my own earnings and stuff like that, to fund my own ministry. But I can't muscle it my way. I have to do it God's way. And I didn't think I was muscling it my way. I just thought, like, well, let me do it this way, you know. You don't have to do it that way to taint the ministry. But God knows, guys. Yes, and that is a flaw that I know I had. I didn't think it was a flaw, but sometimes you don't think something is a flaw, and it is. I do not like asking for help. I think I'm doing better now, but before I would rather suffer than ask for help in any way. And I don't know, that may be a bit toxic, you know, so I need to get rid of everything that God cannot approve of, because he's gonna send people to help me anyway. I can't do it all on my own. He's gonna send a destiny helper. Am I not gonna receive that help? He's gonna put it on people's heart to bless the ministry, to sow a seed. Am I not gonna receive the seeds, you know? So that it was a shift in mindset that I know I needed as well to move forward. So it all works together. So God is saying that you will be able to heal people. You will be able to feed people the word, and feed people Jesus Christ. Feed people what will last. It will be well seasoned, which means it is a blessing unto them for you to teach them these things. If you're not already have started this new beginning, the Lord is going to give you new ideas to relay his message. Fun ways, interesting ways, ways that capture the attention of the people that are still in the ways of the world. Not that we should conform to them, but we study the way that the world is, and we strategically bring people back to their Savior. So I remember going to this masterclass, and something she said in this masterclass was so important. It was the Latoya Okia masterclass. You should try it. It's very informative. I love Latoya Okia. Just everything about her resonates with me. All of the struggle she's been through resonates with me, and all of the abundance she has now. I am so happy for her, and it resonates with me because I know I will have the same, and I've already started. So I thank the Lord for it, and you also. That is what I want for everyone joining this family on the channel, for us not to only grow to closer to God, for not only us to grow in our lives, in our spiritual way on the inside, and abundance on the outside as well. Basically, I'm looking for people to elevate with, and I'm glad it's with all of you. I'm glad that it's like I said in the other video, I really do thank you for changing. I really do thank you for subscribing. I really do thank you for putting a conscious effort to leveling up, making your life better, to ending all toxic things that you used to do. You know, some things about these subscribers that I have on this channel, which you're not just subscribers. I pray this every day. You're not just numbers to me. You are people, you are souls. You all on different walks of life, and I understand that. And you know, to whom much is given, much is required. God is not just sending me numbers. God is sending me people, his people, and he doesn't play about that. So I better be, you know, right. So, like I was saying, something about my family members, you guys, kings and queens, are like, you will make certain comments that shows me, it's like a breath of fresh air, because the world is so fake. They only show like whatever, the good part. But why don't you build up and grow from the middle or the lower levels? Why don't you show us that as well? Why do you only show the bling? And the bling still doesn't satisfy you on the inside, because you have the bling around your neck and you're still ending your lives. You're still depressed, you know. So when someone makes a comment like, thank you, you helped me, I'd be so quick to anger and I'd be so quick to blow up. I'm like, yeah, you too. Like, this person pushes my buttons, but the Lord is working on me. And I'm glad you can say that. That's so beautiful, to acknowledge it and attack the problem. You know, I had another comment like, yeah, I was being petty. I believe I was being petty in this situation and stuff. And like admitting, when you can speak out you're wrong, when you can acknowledge you're wrong, when you can give God room to get into those real places, that is when you see things start to get better for you. But when you put up this image like, I'm never wrong, I'm perfect, and really, so then you don't need God. If you're perfect, you don't need God. If your life is so, you know, lovely, nothing ever, life doesn't happen to you, and, you know, like the other day, I went to this place and I accomplished what I needed to accomplish. But when I got back in the car, it didn't start. Life happens to all of us. And, you know, when the car didn't start, I'm just like, first thing thinking about my son, how am I going to get to him and all this thing. And the Lord did allow me to take the steps. And I can see the growth in that situation. A year or two ago, I would be panicking. I would be, woe is me. Oh, Lord, why? Oh, my goodness, this never happens to anyone else but me. I'm just so this. And I would start speaking curses over my own self. But the way I handled that, I thank God so much. I'm like, Lord, I see the growth in myself. I didn't panic. I was calm, cool, and collected. I was able to handle that situation beautifully. And you guys know I love my little son. And I had to like, man, I handled it with God. And it was so many lessons in that situation that's a bouillon itself. Like, I'm going to feed you guys. And you guys know, right before I left, I did a prayer. I thought I was just gonna pray, you know, as I go out, cover you guys, cover myself, and be good. No, you know, sometimes the Holy Spirit jumps in unexpectedly, and I kept going and I kept going and I kept going in that prayer. And I was like, wow, God is up to something. I kept saying, God is up to something. God is up to something big. God is up to something. God is up to something. And boom, the car didn't start. And I'm like, you know, and then all hell break loose. Well, all heaven break loose, because sometimes God allows you to be tested. You know, you need to take those tests every now and then. Pop quiz, you know, and that was my pop quiz. And I feel like I aced it, you know, and I'm proud of myself for that. I don't like to give myself too much credit, but I'm proud of myself. So yeah, I know I just like to talk to y'all. But basically, the old is ending, the new is beginning. If it hasn't started for you already, it is here. I am happy for you. I love you so very much. And Christ loves you even more than I ever could. And when you have Christ, you have more than 1,000,000 armies behind you. When you have Christ, you are already abundant. When you have Christ, you have it all, because he created it all of it. And once you understand that at the full level, worry and stuff will leave you. They will try to creep up when you're not keeping your eyes focused on God. When you're keeping your eyes focused on the situation, you'll be like, well, Lord, how am I going to pay this? How am I going to do that? How am I, you know? No, look up to God and he will blow your mind. So yes, guys, I know it's your Saturday. You must go and enjoy your life. But thank you for staying with me this long. If you have, please like, please share, please subscribe, please tell others to subscribe. And I want it to be authentic. If the Lord leads you to do it, do it. Because I believe in meant to be. If you're meant to be here, you will. And if you're not, you will not. But the Lord will still find somewhere for you to be. Again, see ya. I'm going to the pool.